Aha! Step one, plug it in. Step two, turn it on. Welcome to the Hempfest, everybody. How you feeling? Fantastic. Who likes weed? Anybody? What about marijuana? Does anybody like marijuana? How about pot? Marijuana has a lot of names, right? I play a lot of places all over the time. People are like, you talk a lot about weed. And I'm like, Eskimos talk a lot about snow. That's how it goes. You feel me? There's a lot of different words for snow. There's a lot of different words for weed. You can make up words for weed. As long as you use the verb twist or roll, everybody knows what you're talking about, right? Twist up a scoof tiffler. All right. One fat scoofy coming up. There you go. Let's hear it for the sound crew and the stage crew. I said let's hear it for the sound and the stage crew. Without them, I'd just be standing here yelling and you really wouldn't listen. So right now we can get at least the 10 people who want to listen can pay attention, which is fine with me. I'm really just up here to talk. I'm full of sativa, so I'm going to ramble anyway. Not like when I'm on hash. Hash makes me rambly. Am I the only one who smokes hash? Then you just start talking like an old hippie. You know, I'm hanging out. You just digress, right? Shit gets tangential. Ask me how to make a pie. I'll tell you how to grow a tree. You know what I'm talking about? It just goes on and on and on. I love weed, man. It's fantastic. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not always bong hits and BJs. You understand? I'm sure my near daily use of marijuana for the past 20-odd years has kept me from some things, you know, right? I'm 47. It doesn't look like I'm ever going to fulfill my childhood dream of becoming a ninja, right? I tried for a while, but I always forget to disappear. There's a big puff of smoke. I'm still there, like, oh, shit. But just because it's too late for me doesn't mean that there aren't stoner ninjas in the world, right? Maybe I don't have empirical evidence, but I have anecdotal evidence of the existence of stoner ninjas. You ever walk down the street and you smell weed, but you don't see anybody smoking weed? Stoner ninja. That's how you know they're there, right? I know you are. It'd be like a caper flick or a heist film, right? Like Ocean's 11, some high-powered executive walks into a secure penthouse office, and he's like, why does it smell like green skunk in here? Where's my files? Stoner ninja. No? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you watch movies at all? Do you do things? That's the beauty of weed. Weed makes doing things fun, right? One of the things I like about weed is a subculture of all other subcultures. Whatever it is that people like to do, there's another group of people that like to get high and do that. Right? Except for maybe brain surgery. That would be weird. But other than that, whatever it is. Some people like to go ice skating. Some people like to get high and go ice skating. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say some people like to have sex. Some people like to... Listen, weed and sex go together like weed and sex. You don't have to tell me, brother. I like to do the smoky pokey. Do the smoky pokey and you smack that ass around. We'll leave it right there. That's what it's all about. Put your fingers... We'll stop it. It's still daytime. There might be kids. Come see my nighttime show at the Hilarious Comedy Festival tomorrow night at the Armory at 8 o'clock. And then we'll do some adult-themed material there as well. Also, you can see me at the Oregon International Medical Marijuana Business Conference in Portland, Oregon at the Hilton, September 13th and 14th. You can go to ommbc.com and check that out. And what's it? Black Giraffe is the band? Yeah. Black Giraffe. That's a good name for a band. You don't see too many black giraffes in the wild. Why do elephants paint their toenails red? So they can hide in strawberry bushes. How come you never see an elephant in a strawberry bush? Because that shit works. Duh. Thank you, sir. What was I talking about? Weed? I love marijuana. I think it's fantastic. It's still true. It's still true. I still love marijuana. I haven't lost my love for it. I'm looking forward to a harvest season. Hope everybody has a good harvest season this year. If you need me to come over and trim some shit up, let me know. I'm pretty fast. I'll make it look like a centerfold. I got a team, too. I got a squad. Come up with our trimmigrant labor. Trimmigrant labor. 2 weeks, Sam. I'll be there, man. I'll come right up. They pay you good money. I don't know if they pay what they pay out here in Washington. In Humboldt County, they pay you $200 a pound to trim weed, right? So if you're any good, you do 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds in a day. Tax-free, you go spend 2 weeks in a cabin out in the woods and shit. You come back with a bag of weed, right? A stack of cash, right? A repetitive stress injury. And the inability to recognize that you stink like weed all the damn time right now. You can't smell anymore. You've been sitting in a room full of that shit. But you're just confused as to why everybody at the bank is staring at you like a skunk shit in your pants. Like, why are you guys staring? Oh, it's because I have this big-ass piece of weed on my shirt that I didn't see. You can have it. Happy harvest season. Right? They stare at me funny at the bank because my money smells like weed sometimes. I'm like, I'm in the cannabis industry. Right? If I worked at the bakery, my shit would smell like rye bread. But it doesn't. You have to have 2 safes. That's my point. No? Some of you know what I'm talking about. Whatever. I'm just rambling while they set up the band. You guys are going to be quick, right? Nice. The Samson Graphite 49. It's a nice piece. What kind of music does the Black Giraffe play? Funk, soul rock. Funk, soul rock. I love that music. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. And where are you from? Born and raised. Maine. Originally from Maine. And now in Seattle. So, weed heavy. Is Maine, how's the weed in Maine? Delicious. Who's got better weed? Seattle's got better weed. Who's got better weed between Seattle and California? Let's not even start it. I don't want there to be any fights. There won't be. I don't fight anybody. Why would I fight you? I'm kind of funny. I got some weed. We can negotiate. Right? There should never be a fight. People don't fight me anyway. I'm 6'3" tall. I'm 225 pounds, and I'm black. Predator will fuck you up. Everybody stay cool. Like 3 little Fonzies. It's the hair, right? Get in the chopper. What was I talking about? Weed. I love marijuana. There's some reasons. It's medicinal. It helps people. They just published a study. Marijuana helps to alleviate the symptoms and the onset of Alzheimer's disease. It's true. How it works is you get so used to forgetting shit that you develop a system. So when the Alzheimer's kicks in, you don't even know. You just think you're high. You're like, it's cool. I wrote that shit down. I don't know where my notebook is. Right? You know, when you smoke a lot of weed, it just takes a while. 3 to 5 tries to leave the house. Right? Oh, I'm ready. Oh, my keys. Shit, wait a minute. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, my money. Hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, my weed. Hold on a minute. All right, where are we going? It's cool. I got an Xbox. Come in. I actually can't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or some sort of video game system in my house. That is one of the few drugs that I can't handle. Right? That shit eats up my free time. It affects my productivity, especially when I was in a relationship. Oh, it caused all kind of problems, right? Because I'm self-employed. I sit at home and work. My girl will come home. Hey, baby, how was your day? Oh, it was great. I won the Super Bowl twice. Well, hey, did you, like, pay some of those bills we talked about or clean up like we talked about? Man, you didn't hear me? I won the Super Bowl. It was hard work. I had Detroit. You're killing my buzz right now. Some of you know what I'm talking about. How's it coming along? There you go. Plug that one into that one. What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians? The drummer. All right. It's a joke. How do you make the guitar player turn it down? Put sheet music in front of him. All right. These are jokes, people. What do you do with a flaming oboe? You set the bassoon on fire. Now look. No? Why do ducks have webbed feet? So they can put out forest fires. Why do rhinoceroses have big round feet? So they can put out flaming ducks. Take your time. Take your time. They just told me to come up here and talk. I didn't really, whatever. We're just having fun at this point. A sexy woman walks to a bar and orders a double entendre, so the bartender gave it to her. I'm going to let that one marinate. Take your time. Take your time. I'm not in a hurry. Maybe we'll thank some sponsors. Let's thank some sponsors. We're going to thank the THCF Medical Clinics. We're going to thank the Campaign for the Restoration and Regulation of Hemp. We're going to thank Hempfest Central. We're going to thank Grow Clean. We're going to thank Eden Labs, and there's one more on the end there that I can't read. But thank them, too, and support our sponsors. And let's hear, we're going to thank Cannabis Basics, not to be confused with Basic Cannabis, right? This ain't Basic Cannabis, bitches. This is Cannabis Basics. Check them out. They have health and beauty aids, law-changing and groundbreaking. And I'd like to give a special shout-out to my boy, Stacy Block, who's generally up here doing this at this point, but he ran a little medical complications last night, but he's doing much better today. So let's hear it for Stacy. Everybody make some noise for Stacy, because we love him. It was cool. I wasn't too worried because I didn't see anybody performing CPR, right? I don't worry until I see that part. Is that weird? No? That just means he's still breathing. That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I just rambling right now like I'm on sativas and hash? Whatever. See you later, Sam. Are there any questions? This is all going to be on the final, right? I look like I teach. I teach magical plants and potworts. That's what I teach. 10 joints to spliffender. Thank you. Thank you. 4 nerds. Are there any nerds here? Let me tell you something. Nerds are awesome. First of all, I just had to finally just start owning my nerdity. That's what I had to do. I had a nerd epiphany is what happened, right? Not to be confused with a nerdgasm. You know what I'm talking about, right? You go see Captain America, and they show the Avengers trailer, and you hear some dude go, oh. That's what nerds get excited. But this is what happened to me. I was doing the New York Times crossword puzzle in ink, get on my level. And the clue was like a fox, e.g., example given. But the answer in the crossword puzzle was metaphor. Now look, like a fox could be a metaphor, but technically it's a simile, right? Because it uses like or as. So I sat down to write a letter, right? Dear sirs, I must take exception to your crossword puzzle of July 25th. And then I realized I should just try to be more comfortable around girls. Because really, I'm not 85 years old. I'm writing a letter to the crossword puzzle people. That's crazy shit. That's what nerds do, though. Nerds do that. I've been the recipient of a hot take, right? I used to be in a rap group, right? And I put out an album one time. We put out an album, and the line in the album was, I taught a lot of lessons to MCs who test their luck. Grammatically correct, I'm not the one with which to fuck. Right? Okay, so the album comes out. 2 weeks later, I get an email. Dear sir, to be grammatically correct, you're not the one with whom to fuck. Right? Damn, we can't bring the album back. And so I just had to try to play it off like artistic license. But really, I had to be all like, well played. Right? That's what nerds do. Nerds catch other nerds on technical shit. That's our thing. Right? That's why Star Trek has a Heisenberg compensator. Right? Some of you are, okay, let me break it down for some of you. The atomic physicist Heisenberg postulates that while we may know exactly how many atoms are in any given object, right, like a microphone or an electric guitar or a delicious chocolate comedian, we cannot pinpoint their exact location because they're very small and they move really fast. So by the time you figure out where it is, it's already somewhere else. Right? It's part of the uncertainty principle. And then if you accept that, then teleporters can't work. Right? How do you seize the model? How do you disassemble somebody and reassemble? That's some crazy ass shit. So some nerd figured it out right away and wrote them a hot little email, right? Like, dear sirs, I must take exception to your use of the teleporter as a primary transportation device. Perhaps you are uncertain about Heisenberg's, or unfamiliar, perhaps, with Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Your friend Chad, clearly forgetting that Star Trek is full of nerds, right? It's for nerds by nerds. It's like side-based Fubu. It's Finbin. So they wrote him back right away. Dear sir, perhaps you missed the 6th episode of the 3rd season where we introduced a Heisenberg compensator, which allows us to compensate for any uncertainties we may encounter. Good luck meeting girls, everybody here at Star Trek. All right? But here's the secret. If you do manage to get involved, to hook up with a nerd, right? If you can fight past the weird obsessions and the social awkwardness to get to the true person inside, they will sex the shit out of you. Nerds are crazy good in bed. Boys and the girls. It's crazy. Nerds are made. There's reasons, right? Right? Here's one reason. They read up on it. Right? My experience and research shows me that this move is 85% effective in this particular situation. Right? My knowledge of anatomy is such that it's my understanding that a few swift smacks delivered to the backside increase blood flow to the lower extremities, thereby engorging the genitalia. That's funny to me. You guys got hella quiet, like you don't have sex. Quit lying. That's all. I'm just saying. Nerds are good in bed. They're always down to wear a costume. Right? You be Wonder Woman, I'll be Django. You heard me, Django. I can't keep the D silent. All right, that's about as dirty as we're going to get. We're going to move back to the weed jokes. We won't talk about my loud, tenacious D. All right. You guys you're getting closer. All right. Do you have a question, sir? Yes. That was your question? Oh. What's your question? It's funny you should ask where you can get the kind of sativa that on. If you live in California, you can go to some of your better cannabis dispensaries and try the High Life line of quality blueberry cookies flowers. I'm on the box, like the Black Willy Wonka. The Hennessy tastes like Hennessy. Right? So when you're in California, look for those. Or when you're in Oregon this fall, look for those as well. Hey, thanks for that. And you can also buy my DVD. I have some in the back. They're only at least $10. It's the 420 Friendly Comedy Special with me and 3 of my friends. You don't have to be stoned to enjoy it, but it doesn't hurt. And like that. All right. You guys saw that, right? I don't have a tumor or something. That wasn't. It's very fancy. Apparently they're creating. And the lights go down. There's a hush. I don't even know what that means. It's nice and cool in here now, though. Donate to Hempfest, by the way. Right? Donate to Hempfest. That applause was great. There's a box right there. Put it in the big green box. Give them some money. That applause is very nice, but they'd rather have some cash. You understand? When it's time to pay off the city for the permits, they can't just go up there like, hey, really, thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for letting us use the park. It's not how the city works. You need cash money, right? Put money, not weed. Put money in the box. Well, I wish we could give 100 pounds to the city council for the Hempfest permits. That shit would be awesome. We'd be like, we could pay you in October, right? We'd have a Hempfest community garden. That would be cool. That's our permit money growing in the fields right there. Money does grow on trees. I have the munchies like a beast right now, right? We just, oh my God. You ever have crazy, like out-of-body experiences, munchies? I'm the only one ever been floating above himself? I'm watching myself eat an entire pizza. I'm just like, I'm eating this entire pizza. This is crazy shit. What's for dessert? I hope there's pie. I love pie. All right. I'm going to tell like 2 more jokes, and then the band will be ready. Right? Yes, come on, Black Giraffe. Right back. Does that say Kansas or Cat's Ass? Kansas. Are you from Kansas? No, you're from the state of Maine, yeah? State of Maine. Wicked, yeah? I don't even know how they... Is that Wicked Good? Wicked Pissa? Wicked Pissa. It's Wicked Pissa. That's what they say in Maine. I think in Michigan it's tits. It's the tits. Or just straight titties. Sometimes people say that. You know what I'm saying? You never heard anybody say titties? How was the concert? Titties. I'm the only one? You guys are all going to start saying that now, though, right? It was titties, dude. No, everybody knows exactly what you mean. Nobody can be upset. Like it was titties. Oh, yeah, all right. You can get a feel for it. You can imagine whatever kind you like. Everybody likes boobs. Nobody hates boobs. Gay, straight, black, white, tall, small. Boobs they're amazing. All right, I'm really just rambling right now. Sativas, weed and coffee, poor man's 8-ball. Where does the what, who, and the who, what? Where's the white door with the snow mouse? Where does the white go when the snow melts? I think most of them go back to Minnesota. Right? They've been in Arizona all winter. And I think they're called snowbirds, sir. You can't just call them whites. Where does the white go when the snow melts? Oh, it's a reflection of the crystallization of light through the snow because water has no color. Wow. Well, shit. We've learned a lot today, I think. And Black Giraffe is going to play very quickly. Hey, it's working. The neo soul funk sounds. Do you guys have a new album or a CD or something? Can we follow you on Twitter or Facebook? What is your address on the Twitter? At Black Giraffe? BLK Giraffe. So it's Bluk Giraffe. Like you're from South Africa, but you're Bluk. The Bluk Giraffe. But giraffe is the traditional spelling. Giraffe. All right. We're getting very close. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Look at that body. I work out when I walk to the club. This is what they see. Everybody stop and staring at me. I got passion in my pants and I ain't afraid to show it. I'm sexy and I know it. Thank you. The sun will come out mañana. It's the bilingual version. It's a hard knock, vida por nosotros. Not enough Spanish. All right, these guys. Your next act, ladies and gentlemen. They come to us
first time, please.
All the way from Seattle, Washington, via Maine, with a stop in the Michigan Titties. That was nice. That was funky.
All right, let's go ahead and get that sampler.
Oh, the other sampler. They play everywhere, from Seattle to Kent to Burien. And all. Where's your next gig?
Auburn.
In Auburn. When will you be in Auburn?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. No sleep till Auburn, everybody. They'll be in Auburn in 3 weeks. What's the name of your latest album?
Drunk Tank Pink.
Drunk Tank Pink. That's pretty good. Like your tie. All right? Drunk Tank Pink. I get it. I get it. It's all coming together now.
Get your bass instrument in.
I actually play air bass in my air band. I'm the bass player.
Your vocals too. Keep going.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord. Yeah. Hello.
How you doing over there?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah. Oh,
Backup mic or that number 2 mic you have.
Check.
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Keep going.
Check. Writing checks, eating checks.
gluten free. I think we're working together.
Let's see. How's your mic?
That's what we're doing.
In the monitor,
Flip their rice checks.
Bass, how's your monitor? For your vocals?
Mine's good, thank you. I could actually maybe use a little bit more of this first one in there.